first grade team.
Good afternoon.
Of course, you know, this is our weekly meeting where we meet to plan for the next week. But before we begin, do we have any sharings and celebrations?
Yes. Can I share about that?
Yeah.
10 of my 15 children met their reading goal.
Awesome. 60% of my students met their math goal. All of mine made growth.
Very good.
So
Good job.
Good job. Good job. That's just a testament to all the hard work we're doing. I actually had like 87% meet their math goal. Also a celebration is it's the Friday before spring break. Yay! So, all good news and all a great way to go off and start our restful spring break. But before we officially begin, I'd like to read the norms for today's meeting, as we do regularly. And they are: begin and end on time, be an engaged participant, be an active listener, and open to new ideas, use notes for sidebar conversations, use electronics respectfully. So today we're going to focus on just discussing plans and ideas for upcoming skills and concepts for the week after spring break, for when we come back. And I'm going to start with ELA, and then Ms. Mitchell will follow with math, and then Huggins, you and Ms. Petit will cover science for us, if that's okay. Everybody in agreement with that?
Yes.
All right. So for ELA next week, the sound focus is going to be a review of the long O sound. And it's a review because it's also the long O and the short O, actually, because we've already covered this sound before, so it's just spiraling back through. And so I guess you could say we're doing a spot check to see who has retained the information and to check for any areas where, we may need to do some reteaching. And so we're going to focus on that. And then, and also comprehension skill. Thank you. For the reading skills, we're going to look at main idea and comparing and contrasting. And I found this little graphic organizer that I thought might be helpful. I can't remember where I got it from. Pretty sure it was Teacher's Pay Teacher. But anyways, very simple. And I think it would be a great way to model and then check for understanding of how you can, how children are doing with pulling out the main idea or the big idea and finding details and facts to support that idea. Something else for comparing and contrasting. I think it's in I think it's in this workbook right here. But if I don't get it, if I don't come up with it right now, we'll come back to it. But let's just go stop right there for ELA. And if we need to come back to it, if I find it, I'll come back. I'll share with you the comparing and contrast activity that I saw that's in the workbook, and everybody has that, so that's going to be good as far as availability and just kind of, they all have that already, so it's not anything you got to go grab. It's already here for us to use. So that's it for me for right now for ELA, and we're going into math.
So we're still continuing in Module 5. We should be almost finishing geometry parts of it, but then transitioning that geometric idea of partitioning shapes into the clock face, that because we need to tell o'clock and 30. So they're saying if we have them construct the clock first and then partitioning so they can see where the numbers are, that how many pieces those are, and then the hands on the clock kind of relate to that. So we have telling time to the on the hour and the half hour and using those half past or 30. So the digital time and also with the words of half past or o'clock just so that they see the vocabulary, not just the digital times that they're kind of used to on a lot of technology and things that they see that they still can kind of tell analog time. It's gonna take us through most of the week, and then we can take the district, geometry kind of benchmarks or the quick checks so that we can have that finished for the report card, so that we don't have to go back through, or that you have it, so you know who you need to reteach those skills to as we finish strong with this 7 weeks of the 4 to 9 weeks, so.
And I'm thinking, also I'm thinking about too, if we haven't already done it, I know I haven't yet, even though, I mean, I know clocks with the power up, it kind of cycles through there with the macro today, but I guess now would be a good time for us to bring out our G clocks, our little,
Yes.
for the,
Yes.
just
Right.
FYI, if you're not thinking about it.
And you brought up before, just starting the money now, if you didn't you say, what did you say about
Like doing the 5 and 10
vehicles or
with
something
the-
yeah,
around the
yeah.
outside that they could
Okay.
kind of count by
I think I've
fives
seen
or
that
connect
somewhere before, but
I
that's,
thought
I've
you
never
said
used it yet.
Right.
I did.
Okay. Yes, yeah,
that
makes
because
sense.
money is later in module 6, so
Right.
if we already start it now, because they just really have to identify it, but if they see it in action, they can make connections between time.
I was gonna
Second
say.
grade, that skill jumps because
Right.
they have to add it and everything,
Yeah.
recognize
Right.
to add it, so they will love us if we do that.
Right.
Second
That'd
grade.
be a great connection for them to make. Yeah. All right, thank you, Jill, for that. Now on to science.
Science, okay, moving on to science. Next, well, when we return, we will be exploring plants in their natural environment. We will kick off our unit with introducing vocabulary words, and you can find the vocabulary smart card in the student's workbook, and it's on page 147. I just thought that this would be a great thing to do before you really get into talking about plants. Let me see. We have vocabulary cards about leaves and environment, forests, wetlands. This would be a great opportunity to enhance vocabulary development. Also, we have our My Being Plant Journal, and it's very simple to make. All you need is construction paper and a few sheets of copy paper. You can just make your own
Like that.
bean plant journal, and students will of course grow the plant, and they will conduct routine observations and measurements of their plant growth. Do you have anything else to add?
Will they draw the picture and then write like a
Of
sentence
course,
about
they
everything
will
that
draw the
happens
picture,
there?
and they will write a sentence about what they see.
Yeah, I love that.
I also wanted to share a research idea. We could get books from the library and have the kids use a template that I created. Everyone's like a copy of it, where they have to answer questions about, the way I have it set up is that they answer the questions in complete sentences, and once they're done with the research, they'll actually have a paragraph about their plant. So they write an introduction sentence about their plant, they tell what it looks like, they tell where it lives, they draw the life cycle, they write about the life cycle, and then there's a second page that I stapled that just says find facts from your book, and then write a conclusion sentence. And then after they complete their research, they can make their plant and label the different parts. And we can go into what each part does and give descriptions about that. And this is a good activity for that.
I know, we had animal research in the past that was more digital, so, I mean, this is good writing,
good idea.
but there was a digital component of it to get them practicing. So I don't know if we want to still do it written first, depending on if they're books or if there's a website, or how we gonna do that. So we might wanna figure out, like, pull the animal and see how we could change it, or
Integrate the
integrate
technology.
the technology, just because
Oh, yeah.
using the Chromebooks for research is gonna be that next level
And and
skill
it'll
too.
pull in just another standard too.
A multimedia
Right, but I like,
presentation. But I like this
Yeah.
because it's good that they can find the text.
Mhm.
and it's more
There's
manual,
definitely
hands-on.
text-dependent analysis
Oh,
in
yeah.
action.
You know,
Find facts
Yeah.
in the
Right.
book.
CDA is our new big thing,
Yes.
that they want us to, explore with with our younger ones so that they're more familiar with it and hopefully more prepared for when they get to, third, fourth, and fifth grade, so. Oh, it sounds good. And we
I'm
are.
excited for first grade.
Yeah.
That their
Excited
learning
as well.
experiences when we come back, cause
Right.
we've kind of hit that wall in a way that it'll be good, the
Oh, yeah.
coming back.
And you know
to
what, the other,
activities, active learning.
I was thinking about that, well, it was the animal research.
Right.
And I never did go and check to see if I could pull it up, because it's already, it's a template in there.
Right.
Already too, to kind of help, and a website too. So we'll
I
go
wonder-
and dig for that.
I wonder if on our science resources, if he has any plant type of resources, because we went to the San Diego Zoo for the animals, so I wonder what kind of
Right.
botanical garden, I wonder if the Riverbank Zoo, like what resources they would have on
Right.
there, or whatever,
They
because
probably have some.
right.
around,
I mean,
Yeah.
some kind of zoo or a botanist thing, I wonder
Something
who
like that.
we know.
They should, yeah. I'm pretty,
That would have a breakdown of
That's a good idea.
animal, or, I'm not, like,
But the-
ocean plants
Oh,
or
the
different
different-
things, or
yeah,
even
right.
continents, like things that grow on.
Yeah.
You know, just-
That's a
right.
standard also.
Right, I think it is, like
Mhm.
what works best where, or what grows.
Right.
Right.
All
I
right,
love it.
man. Anybody else got anything else they wanna add? I did find the compare and contrast, activity, and it's, again, it's in the workbook on page 193. It'll be, in our plans that, we share out to everybody, so we can refer to, that page when you start to teach, compare and contrast. This is something you can use to help, deliver that message effectively, hopefully they'll get it.
And also, I do have parts of the plan, main idea, supporting
Oh.
detail activity that they can do. I thought it would be great because it's gonna take at least 3 days for our lima bean plant to sprout, so we're gonna
Right.
need something to
Right.
do. And
Right.
it's standard based, so
Yeah.
Right.
that'd be great to do in between, while we're waiting for our seed to sprout.
Right.
And I have the seeds, different heirloom seeds that are, so we can kind of sort out which ones, or if we want to mix of
Okay.
whatever for planting when we come back as well. We'll probably need to look at germination of how long some of the things take, just so we can get those planted soonest.
All right, well, guys, it sounds like we have covered all the pertinent content areas. And it sounds like we're ready to, hit the ground running on the 22nd, after we've gone and taken all of our luxurious vacations and gotten all of our rest, because, spring break is very critical to us. So, I feel good about what we've talked about here today, and I think, if all goes as planned, our students are in for some spectacular learning experiences. And so with that, I will say thank you all for all your contributions, and as always, it's great working with you, and that concludes our meeting this week.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.